Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Siren song. This is episode 7, and we'll take a really quick look here at how the ride looks so far. Pretty happy with it. I keep saying that in every video, but I think it's coming along really well. Placing the rocks is a pain in the ass, and it's taking a long time, but in the end, it's going to be worth it. It's going to look good. And I especially really like this section right here. This is one of my favorite views on the ride when you're coming down the drop into the tunnel. It looks great. So in this episode, guess what we're going to be doing? More rocks, of course, and a few supports. I did speed it up quite a bit because it's just not always the most compelling thing to watch. But I'll try to make the commentary compelling at least anyway. So we're going to continue placing some rocks, and we'll do some support. And we'll also start working on the view from the first drop, because that's another area where I really want it to look special. So we get about halfway done with that. Towards the end of the video, you'll see. So one thing I wanted to mention is my channel hit a milestone, my first major milestone. I just hit 100 subscribers the other day. So I definitely want to say thank you to everyone who's been subscribing. I really appreciate it. I hope you all are enjoying the content. If not, leave feedback. Let me know what you think, or what could be improved, or what I could change, or if you have ideas about anything you want to see. I'm always game to hear that, and I'm definitely game to get feedback, especially if I'm not doing something well, or there's a different way I could do something. I'm always glad to hear that. So thanks 100%, 100 times. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed. Like I said, I really appreciate it, and it took a little longer to get to 100 than I expected, but then I kind of really started going with it. I was picked up steam lately, and it seems like it's going along a little faster, so I must be doing something halfway decent here. So thank you all. One thing I did want to tell you is, I've been saying this for a while, that I'm getting ready to go on vacation. I'm taking a big coaster trip in 2 weeks, as a matter of fact, or a week and a few days. I'll be hitting up a bunch of parks in Pennsylvania and Ohio, so I'll be out of town for roughly a week. I'm going to try to get videos ready to go before then, so that there's not anything not any days going by where I don't have anything. My regular posting schedule is Thursday and Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll try to do something, and I've been chatting briefly with somebody in the comments named Nikos, and one of the things that he and I discussed was possibly creating just short little FVD tutorials on how to do certain elements in FVD. I know when I did the first FVD series I did, or the first Let's Play FVD NoLimits 2 series I did for Something Wicked, which is really good. You should go watch that. It really turned out well. I did show how to do some basic things in FVD, like drops, and I did some rolls, and I did a Norwegian loop. But I think because that was mixed into the videos, I think I'll just do a short little series on making, say, a loop, a dive loop, an Immelman, a Cobra roll. I'll do a Norwegian loop again, and then if anyone has any specific requests, I can do that as well. I think I'll do that I'll set those up for while I'm out of town, because it's something that I can film relatively quickly. It'll be helpful for people, and it'll be long-term useful for people who are getting into FVD and learning how to use the program. So I'm going to work on that. That's some stuff you should see coming up while I'm out of town. I'll also still be working on Singfu Shan. I'm currently working on the Bro Coaster Park, which I mentioned in my last video is a joint collaboration between some users on the Bro Coaster Discord server. So we're doing a park right now. My group is doing New England, and we've got the park this week, and we are working on it. So it's a little bit difficult for me to do all of this at once, so I'm trying to do stuff that's just a little bit more easy. Plus I'll be going out of town on vacation, so there's a lot going on right now, but I'm trying to keep up to date so that so we don't miss any days if possible. And of course, when I get back from my vacation, I'll have plenty of videos about what we rode, all the parks we visited. I'm assuming that I'll have something about Steel Vengeance. I'm going to Cedar Point for 2 days, and I have a platinum pass to Cedar Fair, and I'm going to be getting the fast pass. So hopefully I can not have to, I can ride that coaster without having to wait in too long a line, because one of the reasons I really despise the mean streak was because the first time I ever rode it, I waited 3 hours for it in the hot sun, and let's just say it wasn't worth it. So hopefully, I'm sure, I mean, I don't even have to hope for it. I know Steel Vintage is going to be better than that. So there's a lot of coasters I'm looking forward to on this trip. So when I get back, I will have time to film a video or two about that trip, and we'll go on with these projects. And I have other projects coming up as well. I kind of like doing this. If you watch other YouTubers, you see some of them are working on 3, 4, or 5 projects at a time. And when I first started YouTubing, I thought that that was too much for me. But I think I might actually start another project, just because the Sing Fu Shan project is taking a long time. It's very time consuming to build, and to get that out on a weekly basis requires a lot of work, because the buildings that I've been making so far have taken hours and hours, and then of course I've got to make the videos and all that. Not that I'm complaining, mind you, just that I don't want the quality to go down, because I feel like I have to rush to get a video out. So this build is easier to do, because it doesn't require so much fiddling with pieces and so forth. So this is kind of a retreat from that. But I'm thinking if I had another build to do, maybe in Planet Coaster, another series, or if I had the FVD, just the elements, we could call it FVD Elements, I guess. Sounds like a good title for it. That might be another easy thing I can have going on, just to bring more value to the channel and to everyone who's watching, because I know I have a sort of a disparate group of people. Some are here for Planet Coaster, some are here for FVD and NoLimits, and I've gotten quite a few subscribers from my amusement park videos. So I'm trying to offer everything coasters here. So I think I will do that. FVD Elements. Look, I just came up with a title. So we'll see. And I've got a long list of other projects that I want to do. And for some reason, it always happens to me. I get in bed at night and I'm ready to go to sleep, and then all of a sudden all these good ideas start coming to me. So I just keep a list of them all to work on at some point in the future. So a lot of stuff coming up. And here you can see we're almost at the end of the video. I'm still placing rocks, just like I said. I'm trying to make the first drop here section look really good to compete with the second drop, because so far, in my opinion, the view from the second drop is the best part of the ride. So I want to make the first drop area look as good as possible, because that's where you're really going to get a close-up look at the terrain. So in the next episode, we'll keep working on that and just keep plugging away at these rocks to make this look as real as possible. And at some point, I'm going to have to fix the skybox to make it look correct as well. So that's about it for this episode. Again, thank you to everyone who's subscribed. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so, because there's a lot of content coming out. Otherwise, I will talk to you next time. Enjoy the ride.